Hello and welcome back to TFS Plays Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke. I'm Leavani Pator.
I'm Clef Kieran.
I'm Noy Grant.
And we're in the middle of a grind, boys. Woo!
We have a-
Oh, you guys got some work done while I've been gone.
We get
A little bit.
A little.
A touch. I see some different numbers.
Buttdork
Hopefully
is
higher.
doing okay because he's been getting that XP share every
Yeah.
fight, so.
Yeah.
Because he's just probably not going in very often, so.
Not often. But you know what? You had a good point against this double battle here. With Sandrew and Wanda working together, I see this team working out.
The Dream Tizzle.
Because Surf does not hit partners. Earthquake does, but Wanda is flying.
So just floats above. Rise above.
Floats like a butterfly, stings like a Sandrew.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yep. That's what we say. I love in all the fan art how like a lot of the other Pokemon look kind of happy. Sandrew always looks dour.
Sandro has never been happy.
Yeah, I don't think he ever
Never
has been.
happened.
It's not a thing. He's like,
He just utterly
he's
refused.
a Sith Lord. What do
Yeah.
you expect?
He's killed so many.
He's a genocidal
So many
maniac.
younglings died at his claw,
That's right, it don't. Boo.
but it
No.
fucks up primates.
It just seemed so easy.
Look at that.
Remember when we used to be scared of primates?
Yeah.
There you go,
We're trying to get
Buttdork.
up there.
Look at that.
And if we have not informed you, I know we've informed you off cam, but hey, on cam, we're doing level 55, then Elite Four.
Okay, so we're doing we're getting everybody up to level 55, and then we're doing Elite Four.
Yes.
That's the plan.
That is the plan. So,
All right.
We've got a bit to go.
Big
but-
deadly.
But it can be done.
It'll be fine. I think Earthquake will cover this dude.
It would, but that I feel like that would be overkill for a move with only 10 PP. So maybe Slash?
Yeah, we'll just snap him. Give him the old 1-2.
1-2,
I was gonna
slicey,
say,
slicey.
It should at worst get close.
Oh yeah, we're fine. Our defense is monstrous.
Yeah.
And health is pretty good too at this point.
Yeah. Boom.
So what have we been doing about Bork in this area with all the fighting types?
We've not been throwing him in
Nothing.
very much lately.
He's
Like,
gonna get the EXP.
I was gonna say,
share
I think
next.
he'll just be getting the EXP share. In fact, we might want to throw it on him, and like, I am sure Buttdork can handle things out here at this point.
Yeah, that's probably true. We can do that.
Earthquake might have been a good idea there, because
Yeah, because
Revenge will only get stronger with every.
But now you
more
don't
health.
need it.
Yeah, now he can slash, but
Okay.
It could have been dangerous if you
Yeah.
gotten a crit revenge.
Ah, yeah. All right, so you thinking Buttdork's fine now?
yeah.
Okay, so let's switch off some stuff.
Then we'll go
'Cause-
rest in the hot tub.
Because
Yes.
Bork will be the worst to train, not only because super effective damage from all these fighting types, but he is also the slowest member of our party, so he will always be going second, which will be making fights last twice as long because there will
Yeah.
be more turns happening.
Yeah.
So like in all ways, him having the EXP share is the smartest move, I think.
Okay. And then who should be leading up front? Who do you think is just gonna like destroy here? You think Striker could get up there?
Striker would probably be okay.
I'm just gonna put leftovers on. That's all. I can put him on Sandrew.
Well, we should if we're training him.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just say it depends on who we're specifically working at that point.
Which right now it seems to be Sandrew.
So let's do that. Give him those.
And then
Give him
give
those.
him a trip to the hot tub.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Fine.
let him hang out in the spa for a little bit. Be a wet noodle for a sec.
Let him soak his
Part of a Pokemon stew.
bloody claws.
And they never truly.
I
wash
can't remember.
away.
I feel like we covered this in our Fallout playthrough, but we talked about like where we draw the line for like animals we would eat, right? Like,
You're talking about the guy over here that asked what human brain tastes
no,
like.
yeah, like I get that, but like,
Yeah.
just like we talked about that, didn't we? I feel like that's a topic we
I
covered.
think we did because the captain was eating like everything. And
Yeah.
we were like, what won't he eat? What won't you eat? I feel like is where we went.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to expand on that a little bit. So we've had cow milk, goat milk. I'm sure like we've all had at some point.
Yeah.
Is there a
Yeah.
line you draw where like milk would no longer be a because
Like,
like
if you
I
had-
feel like if it was like here's a glass of rat milk, I might feel like I might back away
First of
from
all,
that.
it's impressive that you like got a quantity.
Yeah,
glass.
but quantity aside, like,
They just have enough of it.
and like anonymous human milk would be pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Yes, but I've known people that have actually drank that.
No,
so.
like, yeah, and I know those people exist, and so I'm like wondering, like, where's your milk line? Like, meat line? Meat line seems like a little different because like that becomes like a weird like this is either gross or I don't want to kill this creature. Milk is now like that's
that
just
creature gets to live.
That creature
but now
gets to
you
live.
literally just don't want a part of whatever this thing
exactly.
has.
Like
Yeah.
now it's just like I'm just grossed out by this. Like dog milk. Would you drink dog milk? Like, here's a glass,
I'd kill 'em
free,
first.
Yeah.
free of strings, nothing, no strings attached, nothing will happen. Like you are not being paid to do this,
Here's the thing, I am a overly curious person,
right?
so it's hard to say if I would actually draw the line somewhere.
Somewhere.
Like, all right, I've got this weasel milk
No.
for you. Like,
Yeah, I'd be like, you know what, I'll try a sip. If it tastes rancid, I probably won't drink the rest.
Yeah.
we've milked this orangutan, and we're wondering if you would be the first to try.
We've had a breakthrough. We've been able to. We actually got milk from a fish. We were wondering if you would try it.
Look,
I said it couldn't
if
be
you walked up-
possible.
If you walked up to me and handed me a glass and said, hey, this is spider milk, I'd probably be a little questioning.
Well, have you not heard about that? Like the
It's called silk.
no, it's the goat milk that's infused with like their like crossbred with spiders, so they can also be milk, but also used as spider thread.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's crazy.
Now see,
Yeah,
Karen,
I've heard about that, actually.
You
Yeah.
drink milk from an almond, so I think you've like hit as far down as we can.
Where's the almond's nipple?
I just like to imagine there's like just these vats and guys squeezing almonds really hard. Be like, I got some.
I got some.
This one's a juicy one.
No, man, you gotta take a little bit first. Gotta get it hard.
My thought is what, like, because I drink coconut water on, like, a regular basis, but
Yeah.
there's also coconut milk, and I'm always thinking, like,
What's
like,
the difference?
yeah, like, I know there's a process involved in coconut
I'm going to say
milk,
there's like a
'cause
straining
coconut
process.
water is literally just jab the fucking coconut and drain it.
Yeah.
But,
Like, that's why, like, I don't know the process of almond milk. I just think it tastes really good, and it doesn't, give me terrible bowel problems. So that's what I go with.
almond milk's good. I like it in my smoothies. I like it more than regular milk in my
Ooh,
smoothies.
yes, I agree with that. Yeah, that's ever an option.
Cereal, however, always normal milk for me.
I can do almond milk for probably anything.
Yeah, but you just kind of admitted to being lactose
No,
intolerant.
but I will sometimes be like, fuck it, I need this right now.
You should probably use Earthquake on this guy.
I think one slash is fine because like revenge will hurt, but it will not kill.
Yeah,
We'll use Earthquake after.
And then earthquake, like definitely
Okay.
finishes
Yeah.
the job.
as long as we
Like
got our
I think
pattern down.
earthquake out of the bait or out of the gate might be.
If it doesn't kill him, then
Yeah, exactly. Revenge will just hit harder.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, everything's all right.
No, I've been making, we make mac and cheese, do it with almond milk, which is great. It's so good. A lot of people don't just use it for everything.
I didn't know that almond milk would actually like
Work the
work
same
with
way.
that.
It does.
I'm surprised.
It's good. Right?
Just make almond cheese.
Like I'm wondering. So
Yeah. Where's the one about the cheese?
yeah,
yeah.
come on.
Here,
Where's
give
your
me-
cheese line?
yeah.
Because that's
Almond
the moldy
cheese.
shit. Would you want some of this octopus cheese?
I mean, goat cheese is way better than goat milk.
Yeah. So
yes, goat cheese is much better.
I'm fairly positive. Like I want to say like I discovered at some point or something or knew that like the school milk I was drinking was goat milk or something.
Uh-huh.
Like that was like revealed to me. And so
That's weird.
I don't know like if I could do a taste test and would be able to go, this is cow, this is goat.
I would.
Like I don't like it's. I haven't had it with enough regularity to
That's fair enough.
to like know if I would recognize it all. Like
Yeah.
so I'm wondering like if every animal's milk is a little different. Like
I'd
what if
imagine.
we're really missing out on like otter milk or something? Like
We're
it's
humans,
amazing.
so there's some delicacy we're
Yeah.
missing.
Yeah. Like what if we just don't know? But there's some mammal milk out there that is
It's just
amazing.
the fact that like some animals have like such tiny teats that. it'd
Oh
be so
yeah, like
hard
I'm
to
not saying it
farm
would
them.
be easy to get
This
it out of
isn't
them.
about the the
This
logistics.
isn't about easy.
This is about
getting
science!
it right.
It's
God,
not-
I remember like I fucked up once when I was like really thirsty late at night. You ever do that? You just kind of like wake up, you walk to the fridge, you open up whatever's in there.
Mustard, this will be a good drink. Like, where are we going?
Something like that. Only I open up and I'm like, oh, we still have a full carton of milk here. Great. So I open
Pop
it up.
that open.
I just start like chugging too, because it's like milk. It's milk. But like in the middle of my probably first chug, I'm like, something's wrong. Something is very wrong, and I instantly drop the carton. Milk everywhere. And I just like move to the sink. Just get it out of my system. Everything is burning. Turns out I was drinking pure buttermilk.
Oh, nice.
Oh, jeez.
That
shit is like sour.
Yeah, I used to, back when I lived actually in my parents' basement, where I would just have a giant desk and I would constantly just leave drinks and cups and shit all the time.
Oh no, did you leave like a cereal bill full or something?
No. So one time it was middle of the night, I was going for a water, I was just really thirsty, and then I went over and I went to go drink out of it, and it was a glass of milk that I had from about a week ago.
Oh no!
That I had with cookies.
And it had the curd.
And it had a bit of those cookies,
The
soggy
cookie
curds.
chunks?
Oh yeah. And I was just like, all right, give me some water, let's go. Well, then I was like, just all over the.
Nothing is worse than taking a sip of something and then realizing there's
It's something
something
else.
else.
Yeah, I was
in
just
there.
getting ready to say, like, can we put that like top 10 like worst mental experiences to be like, oh, I'm going to take a drink of this iced tea, and it's like, oh no, it's root beer. Like, even though root beer is fine.
Not even that. But I just mean like taking a sip of something, you think, oh, it's just normal like water or milk,
some
and then having
monster.
chunks in it.
Oh, chunks, yeah. Chunks alone are
because my
pretty bad.
like the worst thing when I was a kid was we were like out inner tubing on like a friend's boat or something.
I like where
and
this is
I
going.
left my can of Coke in a like just you know a cup holder where you would leave a drink.
Okay.
I go out, I inner tube around the back of the boat for a little bit. I come back in, grab my Coke, take a sip. Something falls into my mouth and I swallow it. I spend the next like 5 minutes retching over the side of the boat. Turns out, while I had gotten off the boat for a few minutes, they decided to use my Coke as an ashtray. So I swallowed a whole, like a cigarette butt.
Okay, alright.
It was so gross.
Okay.
Even like right now, I'm remembering the sensation.
My stomach is turning. So let's keep this going.
Yeah, definitely.
So whenever I got so close. All right. So do you know anybody that uses chewing tobacco?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's the worst.
Okay.
That is the most disgusting
It is,
thing.
yeah, arguably the most disgusting thing a human can do.
Rarely is there a substance that I will stand up and go like, stop it. Like, but listeners, viewers, however you describe yourself, if you are a tobacco chewer, get that shit out of your life.
It's all bad.
You can do something better.
It's all bad.
Destroy your lungs, man. You don't need the mouth.
Yeah, just smoke or something. Like
shit.
Weirdly enough, like
get your nicotine somewhere else. Heal them.
Go vape or whatever. I don't care.
like weirdly enough, like smoking is way more invasive for the people around you. But just like that is
No.
In the cans.
Wrong.
Of
That
spit.
is not. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, where I'm going, that isn't the worst part. The worst part is when it's a clear Pepsi bottle.
Oh no!
Where
no!
Fitting into it. No. Like Pepsi, and so you're a little tyke, and you're like, oh, I'll have some of this Pepsi.
No.
And no, I'll just stop there for you. But
Oh,
you can
gross.
Imagine. And that was so. Yeah.
Did you actually though?
I didn't.
Did you get close?
I did not get close. I didn't
Okay.
actually because my mom stopped me.
Good.
So
Oh man, because
dodge
like
that bullet.
there's a clear
Yeah.
indicator right away before you take a drink, and it's the smell.
Yeah.
So that probably would have stopped you.
This little bit just hits you right before.
I'm sorry, I saw cross.
I know,
I saw
as-
cross chop, and I had flashbacks.
I know. As soon as it pops up. But no, I didn't. I picked it up and it was like I was like, oh, I can have some of this. And then my mom was like, no,
No, you can't.
That's your uncle's using that. And I was like, oh, okay.
All right.
This is your
Reminds
uncle's.
me of the MST3K opening where like Crow T Robot is just chewing a bunch of, chewing tobacco, and he's just spitting it into cans, and like Mike just kind of sets his can of like the same stuff down. He's like, oh shit, and he's just like looking around. He's like,
Well, yeah, which one?
Yeah, that's the devil's game that you just don't play. Like I just opt out and go like, I'm either getting another can or just not finishing mine. Like just too dangerous.
The punchline to that scene is like after they come back from commercial break, they're all labeled with Crow's tobacco spit, and then Tom Servo walks in. Have you guys tried this Crow's tobacco spit flavored pop? It's not very good.
That's good. I've never seen any MST3K, except maybe if you've shown me one thing, maybe.
It's my favorite show.
I have shown you like I am sure like the shorts or something because I feel like
the shorts are a good introduction.
Yeah, they are a good like. Hey, you don't watch this? Here's like a 20-minute thing, not a full movie. Because like even though I love MST3K, like sitting through a full movie can be tough. Like,
it can be tough. Like there are some that just aren't very good. Skydivers isn't very good. San Francisco International Airport isn't very good. Like no matter what you do, some movies are just so bad that the commentary can't even keep it up.
Yeah.
But overall, that's my favorite show of all time. Nobody has done anything like it since, other than Riff Tracks, and that's like literally the same people.
Right?
I mean, Cinematic Titanic was another thing, but again, that was like Joel Hodgson, the guy who created MST3K, doing it. So.
And it's one of those things where I like weirdly feel like it's kind of like a progenitor of like what we're doing now.
No,
of,
it
like,
absolutely
Let's Play
is.
Stuff.
And
Like,
I know like everybody that does this is a fan of that.
Yeah.
Or like got inspired by that. Because I know Martin will cite MST3K as a big inspiration for his like riffing on that he did for a lot of stuff. And kind of like started as like, we'll just do this with cartoons, but actually dub over it like they do on the show.
yeah.
And I was just like, I've never seen that. A lot of people make references to it. I have no idea. But it just, I don't know. It never seemed super interesting to me personally.
Well, like I know
That's fair.
I know you were always like, I would rather just watch the movie they're watching, like, and kind of like fill in my own.
Yeah, I
commentary.
usually felt that way.
Which like I can understand like to a point of being like, no, I am a creative and funny person and feel like I can do this myself and be just as entertaining like to my own tastes.
Yeah. I don't know.
It all just depends on if their sense of humor lines up with yours, and if you get all of the pre-80s nostalgia drops that they're throwing at you.
And that's another thing, is it? If they're
It is of an era. Like
okay.
There are a lot of
It
people
is heavily dated.
Like like I don't know if it would like it will play to me, I'm sure,
shit.
but like
That revenge is gonna hurt.
but like I don't know if our audience would appreciate it as much.
Or not.
Yeah, I figured that would hurt more. Maybe revenge doesn't work with less health or something.
Well, I think
assumed it
actually
did.
revenge does like damage based on damage back, but crits don't count. I don't know.
Maybe.
Who knows? Maybe it's the base of the attack used, and if it hits.
No, but MST3K, it's something that's very popular with like the older millennials like us and people who are just on the tail end of the other generation. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see it, but the thing that also like started that, like the 100% influenced by that, Linkara, Nostalgia Critic, stuff like that.
Yeah, they're heavily influenced by
There's
them.
a lot of stuff like that they do. I never got the character review host thing. That is one thing I never understood. Was that MST3K's thing? Did they introduce that?
Well, it's not that they introduced it, but the fact that they gave host segments and did like little skits with the characters.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Like
what they were doing, they were making fun of like the we're going to it's going to be the Friday night movie or something.
Yeah, they were making fun of that whole Dracula shows you the movies.
Yeah, okay.
They just wanted to give you a host segment to kind of get you introduced to the cast, get you to care about them, which is smart.
Yeah.
Because that gets you to buy into the brand.
Yeah, and even then, while I love MST3K, a lot of their in-between host skits, I do not like nearly as much.
Sometimes they're I don't know where they're going with this.
Yeah, they can have some really good ones or tie into a joke they made while watching the movie, but by and large, I am there for the movie, the silhouettes over it and stuff.
Yeah.
The in-between stuff is just kind of and this is also here.
Yeah, come on, they need time to fill it out because it's a 2-hour show, and most of those movies, it's an hour and a half show.
Yeah.
And most of those movies, they've been either damaged or most of the time they've been edited and cut down in general.
Oh, really? They don't do the full thing?
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes the movies are just damaged beyond their years, so they just don't have the whole film.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Because a lot of those older movies that they're getting, which are usually royalty-free kind of things like that, were damaged or never
No, yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. That's actually, as a, like, timepiece, I think that is more fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me. As like, what does this relic hold? I think that's interesting. But I'm trying to think, like, when did MST3K come out? Because the character...
1989.
Yeah.
The Crypt Keeper, 70s, correct?
Crypt Keeper? No, man, that was late 80s.
Was
Yeah.
it late
Late
80s?
80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Elvira.
Elvira is what
was-
I'm
was
thinking.
probably-
Yeah.
right?
Elvira was 80s as well. Early 80s.
Okay, yeah.
Earlier
80s.
80s.
Because I'm thinking, like, the earliest, like, little...
Because the person you're probably thinking of is Vampira. She came out before Elvira.
Vampira, yes. Vampira was his swim.
Like, she's one of the original, like, host of the movies kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, was, God, like, as a kid, she was, like, one of the first women I looked at, and I was
You were
like,
like,
sexy.
I
that's,
like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like that.
Yeah. What is that she has on there? I
Those
like that.
those things. I
Those
like
things.
them and the small area in between them. I enjoy that.
Yeah, that ramped up.
Like, that was a coming of age tale for me as a child.
Yeah, there was Elvira. I'm trying to think, like, Rod Serling wasn't a character in Twilight Zone. He was kind of just
No, he was just
himself.
introducing it.
Yeah,
But,
he
but
was-
even then, I think that's along similar lines, where it's like,
It's a trope.
yeah, like where it's a like, here's someone who is outside of the film that you are witnessing, like kind of just like introing you in and out,
I'm
like,
wondering
but
if you
not
even
quite
need to
just a
heal them, 'cause
narrator.
They never get a move off.
That's true. They do.
Unless all of a sudden they've grown in level, and now they do. But whatever. I don't
Like,
think
You
it's
said,
gonna be
you
serve
said
it.
using repeated versus seeker makes them level up, and I have yet to see that.
Yeah, I thought it did, but that might have been like in later games, or I could be just totally mistaken. But like I feel
Who
like it
knows?
happens.
Okay.
Yeah, back to what we were talking about. We're talking about like the trope of the Rod Serling,
Yeah,
the host.
The host,
Yeah.
basically. The host that would commentate, because Rod Serling, he wasn't necessarily like, narrating stuff, but he did the intro bit, did the outro bit, and would sometimes pop in as a narrator.
Yeah,
Very
or-
infrequently.
Or like be there for the commercial break or something,
Yeah,
and be
yeah.
like, what he doesn't realize is he's entered the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
God, like coming back from Disney, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror is such a good ride.
I've never
Ridden it.
So good.
I can't ride it.
As a kid, I was too
Do you have
scared.
vertigo or something, or what?
No, I'm just scared. If I'm super scared of heights, I guess. I don't know.
That's it. I'll tell you this: the heights aren't really a thing in that.
It's also the sensation of falling. I don't
Fair
think I
enough.
Like
That
I,
you do get.
I don't like
Yeah.
roller coasters.
Now, see, I love roller coasters, but I have never really liked like the straight drop thing. It's like, it's the drop zone tower. It's the
Twilight Zone Tower
Some-
of Terror isn't really like it isn't about like the drop though. Like
Okay.
it's cool because like the ride will be different every time because it'll like randomly drop and then it'll like throw you back up and
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it did that.
yeah,
Okay.
it's really cool and it does it randomly too. Like every ride is different.
every time you ride it, it's always different. Yeah, like I've never ridden it. The one time I was at Disney World where we were going to ride it, I was like maybe 8 or 9, and I was like, nope, can't do it.
Yeah,
Not this time.
I would always go in and I'd appreciate everything and be like, oh, this is so cool. I love Twilight Zone. And then be like, all right, you want to step on this scary giant platform?
No.
Nope.
That was like maybe the most embarrassing thing as a kid when I was like super
Yeah.
afraid of rides is everybody getting on and then there being like the little baby corral of just like, here's where you put like your bags and stuff and I guess your child.
I stayed in those very frequently. I was
Like I definitely did that a few times as a kid. And then,
I'll say at Disney there are like very very few rides.
there's few intense
oh yeah,
rides like that.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
talking
the
more
most intense ride is probably Rock and Roller Coaster,
Which I love.
That's a great ride.
Because it's not that one doesn't have a lot of dropping sensations.
No,
I
it's,
love
it's a lot of spinning
it's
and
gyration that
Yeah.
I think is super fun. I love those rides.
but like Tower of Terror is probably like a close second, I guess, to like that
Yeah.
thrilling ride sensation. Like I don't know, Hollywood Studio, like Disney's Hollywood Studios probably has like it has some of the best rides that they have. So
I love just blaring the music and everything. But hey, it's about that time.
we will see you guys next time on TFS Plays Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke.
Hey everyone, thanks for keeping up with the Nuzlocke action over here with TeamFourStar. Now that Nick is back, if you guys enjoyed it, even though we're still grinding, I assure you we're going to speed through this as best we can, and we're going to try to be at the Elite Four starting next week. Stay tuned for all that good stuff. And over here on the left, if you guys missed it, we had our stream of Drunk Souls 3 Part 7, where we struggle with the old Demon King. We hit a drink record for this one, guys. It's pretty nuts. Or if you want to see us suffer in another way, you can check out Star Wars Episode 1, The Escort Menace. It's just pain all around. It really is. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Kieran. You all take care.